CryptoStrang here. This morning, going to give an update on Near Protocol. It's hard to believe it's been 8 months since I've done a video. Really do like this project, and long term, I think it's got massive potential. I say back in February, I done that video. It was $13. We actually had $20 the month before in January this year. It's all-time high. Obviously, with the state of the market at the moment, here we are today, $3.23. Okay, so obviously a massive drop. It's never financial advice, as you know, but I think with what Near Protocol are doing with their long-term vision, we're perfectly poised for the next bull run for this to have huge growth. I say, you've got to do your own research. I'm not saying go and buy, it's entirely up to you, but nearly 550,000 people watching this on CoinMarketCap. You scroll down, you can see volume in the last 24 hours needs 286 million. But what I find absolutely fascinating is the supply. At the moment, circulating supply is 81% out of the 1 billion. So again, we're down nearly 6% the last 24 hours, obviously the market. There's a lot of talk about where Bitcoin goes. Unfortunately, here we are still late in 2022. The market's still geared what Bitcoin is doing. So if Bitcoin drops even more, then naturally a lot of them will seem to drop with it. So again, who knows if we'll get even a lower price than $3.23, but I will be loading up at this price. Now, obviously it goes any lower, I'll continue to load up. So it's hard to make profits in a bear market, obviously. Some you do, some have massive growths. Give an example like Bryce, for example, spoke about on a Telegram group where it seems like every other day it jumps 30% and it drops 20%. It's constantly up and down. So when it jumps more than 20%, I take some profits, okay, then buy back in. And I've been constantly doing that with Bryce. However, get back to Near Protocol now. When you think about layer one blockchain smart contract platforms, obviously there's so much competition. Obviously Solana, Avalanche had a massive last bull run. I spoke about Near about Cadena. I think Cadena is similar to Near Protocol. Hasn't got the people watching it in the sort of community, etc., as big as Near Protocol, but it's got that potential, okay? And also, the last bull run, it was very disappointing with Icon, a nervous network. But there is so much competition. I think Avalanche will do fantastic next bull run. Solana, who knows? Obviously, they've had some issues lately with their network. But I've always stated to me, Cardano is my number one. However, Near Protocol, I think it's a great way to accumulate some more at this price. Okay, now, what I really do like is their website, okay, and it gives so much information, okay. Now you scroll through, I like this the most. It talks about low cost, high speed, effortless scale. Transaction cost is basically 1 cent. 9 million active accounts, 400k daily transactions, okay, and that is absolutely huge. It's got everything you need to know about it. It talks about energy, climate neutral, now and forever, low energy footprint is obviously very focused now, people talk about all the time. You can see there all the different parts there. Near is poised to be a leading smart contract blockchain platform combining first-rate technology with a fast-growing developer ecosystem. It's got a huge team behind it. It states there this company built up in it. There's a big speech. We're excited to support Near as we ramp up our investments in the digital asset space. And that's from Tiger Global. Obviously, Near is in the news a lot. Talked about always about it, different sections about it, about their development, especially when it's in like the top 30. These projects obviously high visibility, and as they explore, but I don't know if it's going to reach the top 10 next bull run. I think it's got all the potential there. As I say, there's so much competition. Remember the last bull run, the top 10, we had so many layer one blockchains fighting for that spot. Okay, now there is literally just so much competition. Now, I follow them on Twitter, obviously, and they're very active on Twitter. You can see there, basically 6,600 tweets. But this is what I realised. I was actually pinned a tweet. Near is now home to one of the most used dApps in the world. It's just 1 million steps on Near's journey to onboarding the next billion to the world of Web3. Now, September 21 compared to September 22, you can see there. In the space of a year, they've gone from 1 million to 19 million accounts. 250 active developers to 1,500 developers. 100 projects, now 800 plus projects. Transactions, 25 million, now 200 million. Okay, now you've got TVL, which is a total value locked, 50 million. September 21, now 600 million. Okay, now last year 30 million from outside funding, now 300 million. So it's making huge strides. It truly is. Now, again, I follow them on YouTube. I did this massive long video where it covers every part, and you can see there all the timestamps. Okay, now they did an open speech, obviously from the leaders, building beyond the hype. Then they talked about Near Protocol and its future plans. Also talked to the other merge about Google Cloud, which talked about me, and also bridging Web 2 and Web 3, bridge builders, Near Foundation, year in review, new frameworks for crypto regulation. They covered everything, but it went on. This video is actually, would you believe, 7 hours long. Now, some parts of it, obviously, you can speed on, where it's just literally live. You can see even the chairs being set up, you know. It's not constant 7 hours of talking, so he hit the timestamps. I was just absolutely fascinated by the team behind it and their vision. Okay, now you can see 6 hours in, bull case for Near. That was fascinating. Okay, sizing up the metaverse arena, the Near DeFi ecosystem. So it's absolutely fantastic to watch this. Now, as I say, you can see here, I just covered the easiest bits, the bits that I was really interested in. Obviously, I'm not going to watch the whole lot, but you can see this bit here I liked. This guy done a speech, and it was David Morrison, and he's based easiest blockchain, removal barriers to Web3. 1 billion users in first 5 years, Near. And what they're saying is they've got 4 S's basically: simple, secure, scalable, sustainable. Okay, now that was great to see. I say I put the link below, but also on their Medium they're very active. Now what I do like is when projects do a funding programs for up and coming, like a launchpads type thing. And it states there a number of grant programs have launched and are ongoing in the Near ecosystem, including the Human Guild for gaming projects, Cyberfund Guild for privacy projects, and Mint-based for NFT projects. So they're covering all aspects of crypto. Okay, additionally, Tramfly Near's growth. The Near funding team is working with launchpads, accelerators, ecosystem funds, and VC network. They're all deeply rooted in the Near ecosystem. So the fact they're doing these grants as well, again, is fantastic. Makes projects want to obviously use Near to get that funding, but also build on Near, so you're getting your partnerships. And naturally, that brings investors in. So really is good. Now, this was huge news last week. Near Foundation is excited to announce a new partnership between Google Cloud and Near Protocol. Going forward, Google Cloud will provide technical support for Near grant recipients, open and developer friendly. Google Cloud will support devs as they build and scale their Web3 projects and dApps. Actually, partnering with Google obviously is huge, but again, gives it that visibility and people really can see the progress that Near is making. If you're developing on Near, this is great news. The partnership will supercharge blockchain innovations. Developers will even more easily create without limits. They build dApps and help onboard the mass in at Web3. I think this was absolutely huge news. Okay, now when you just go overview of what Near are doing, I say the competition is so fierce. However, they're perfectly poised, in my opinion. I really think you need to keep this on your radar, Near Protocol. Also, we talked about staking on Binance. Now, as I say, there's many areas you can stake Near. However, if you go on Binance, you can see, I know I've showed this many times before, but for example, if you just want to do 30 days, you're getting 10%. 60 days, 11.69. 90, 16.9%. However, if you're happy doing the 120, go for 4 months because you believe in a bear market, you want to accumulate as much Near as possible, they're offering a whopping 30.49%. And I think that's really good, just for 120 days. Okay, I think that really is absolutely fantastic. So it's entirely up to you. But while you're holding Near, you might as well make it work for you, mightn't you? Because otherwise, it's just sat there idle, and who knows, it might even drop a bit more. We're in this bear market, who knows? But as I say, in a bear market, me personally, it's a fantastic time to accumulate some real gems. Obviously, we had disappointing news yesterday with Quannex. I'm hoping they respond. That really was really sad news yesterday with their bridge getting hacked. So again, you've got to be visual. You never know what's around the corner of crypto, do we? Let's be honest. So that truly was shocking yesterday. However, Near Protocol looking absolutely fantastic long term. So thanks very much. As usual, any help, email me, info@cryptostrang.com. Any help getting started with Binance staking or just getting your first Near Protocol, don't hesitate to reach out. All my social media links below. Don't hesitate to reach out. Have a wonderful day. We'll chat again soon. Cheers now. Bye.